On this episode, you're going to uncover exactly what you need to quickly create a highly converting online sales funnel. Yeah, sales funnels.
Yes.
Yeah, my intros get different every time. We're using things like WordPress, using things like ClickFunnels that will help you build your growth predictably for your business without gambling any more time or money, even if you don't know what the hell you're doing.
Yeah, if you're not tech savvy, it doesn't matter because this is a high level concept that's gonna help you throw out the brochure style website.
Ugh.
If you're using your website as a business card, it's not gonna be as effective as if it was a piece of a stepping stone along a path of your customer experience.
Absolutely.
Which is very different.
Absolutely. Your website should drive sales. It's not a business card.
Think about it. I mean, this is kind of just already a principle that most people understand is if somebody hands you a business card, you know what I mean? What ends up happening with that business card? It ends up getting tossed out. Somebody hands you a flyer, it gets tossed out. So these old school methodologies are kind of, they're broken now in this new social world. And so I relate to the struggles that it takes to, find success in this space. And it feels frustrating because you're wasting so much time constantly editing your website and updating it and changing it, thinking that, if you just put in a little bit more splash, a little bit more color, a little bit more effect, those cool, responsive things, it's going to help, and that's not the case. Listen, it's overwhelming because when you're building your website, you are trying to figure out the plugins and the coding and all the tech stuff, and that's just enough to tip anybody over the edge. I know myself when I was building a website, there were moments in time when I wanted to literally rip my hair out, and eventually we got it all figured out. But it feels kind of like you're trapped because you can't seem to find a cost-effective solution. I looked at trying to hire people to build the website out, or buy other options for creating a sales funnel inside of our own procedure, and it was costing, yes, an arm and a leg and your firstborn son. So we're staying away from that kind of stuff, and we want to stay a little bit more focused on the actual act of what the sales funnel means and what that looks like. So I have a story here that will help people kind of get a bigger or a better understanding of what this looks like. So I was working with a local DJ brother. They were two brothers, and they're a DJ with a spin. So they come to your event, they DJ, but they also perform live. So they have this really, really amazing experience that they create for the people at this event. But they were struggling with trying to get people to take interest in having that service, right? So when I looked at their website, I saw that it literally was just a business card. Hey, we're the singing DJs, here's our name and info. And it doesn't inspire any action. So what we ended up doing was we mapped out a path for their customers to follow that was a little bit more intentional. It started with engineering a viral video. So we took the two brothers, we recorded a song, it was a cover, we did a really flashy music video, and then we just ran that as an ad to our local community, to just the city, and we got tens of thousands of views on that video and tons of interest. And then from that, we were able to figure out who was the most interested in live performances. And so we then targeted the most engaged members of those audience with a call to action. It was not. It was very similar to the tattoo shop, where here's a gift card if you want to take advantage of our services. Right. Now people click on that link and they go to a landing page, and then on that landing page it says, grab this gift card and enter your name and email, and then you capture their contact information. You can contact them now and have that conversation with them. And so it led people through a path from, hey, these guys are really awesome, to, you know what, I'm going to book them for an event.
And we're talking about top of the funnel stuff, guys. A funnel goes like this, right? We're talking about the stuff at the very, very top. These are things that draw people in all the way down to the bottom, to the wrist, all right? Now, the things that people get frustrated with and why they struggle with this problem is because they don't have a clear plan. Right? They don't know how to get people from the top of the funnel down to the wrist. They can't go from fingertip to wrist. That's going to be the new, right? And so it's like, when you're trying to do it, people also get frustrated because they don't empathize with your prospect. They don't know why you're selling, what you're selling. They don't care about what you're selling, right? So you need to get them excited by that, right? And another big thing is when people also struggle with this because they don't stick to a plan. Right. They see shiny new plans. They go, oh, look, I want to do that one.
Shiny object syndrome.
Yeah, right? Like, it's like, oh, look, right? Oh, squirrel. they look at things like they always want the best and the best thing to come out, or the newest thing to come out, not necessarily the best thing, right? Once you stick to a plan, you have to give that time to come to fruition. If you do not do every single step, you're not going to get the result that you absolutely deserve by doing this, right? Now, what are some of the steps that we took to solve these problems? Well, you map out your customer experience, right? You have to also identify your drop-off points. Then you have to pick your plan and execute on it.
Yeah, knowing what steps it takes your customer to go from, hey, I'm interested in something, to, hey, I'm actually a customer now.
Right.
And then any place where they stop having interest in you and they disappear, how are you gonna bring them back? How are you gonna re-engage them? That could be through your email follow-up sequence, that could be through your retargeting on your different ad platforms. There's a myriad of different ways that you can get back in front of those people, and that's where, you know, the 7 touch points comes in. Sometimes, you know, you can fluke out and get a customer in 1 or 2, but typically on average it takes about 7 times, you know, getting in front of people and building a more engaged, meaningful relationship with them before they actually become a customer. So if this is something that is interesting to you, something that you want to implement inside of your business, we have developed a 3x growth map that includes 3 steps. It starts with planting the seeds, knowing who you're targeting, you know, the types of conversations you want to have with them, and then creating content meaningfully so that you can get in front of them. And then the next step is putting that content out there, running ads and testing it out and seeing, measuring the results that you're getting. And then when you figure out what's working and what's not working, you can double down on what's working and then harvest the fruits of your labors. You can go into that stage where you now can put contextual offers in front of the most engaged members of your audience and pull them in, inspire them to action, and turn them from prospects into customers. So if that's something that you want to take advantage of, we have a free resource that you can use that outlines that process in absolute detail. So you're not trying to find all the different pieces of the puzzle. It's all put into this one space. And there's also an 8-minute free training video that goes along with it. And if you think that you need a little bit more than that, we are, for a very limited time here, giving away free, no cost to you, 15-minute strategy calls where we talk to you. We're just gonna diagnose what problems you're having and what pieces of the solution that you need so that you can start to implement these strategies inside of your marketing plan, start turning your prospects into customers, and really growing your business in a more meaningful way. So if you want to 2 or 3 times or more your inbound leads in 90 days or less without gambling your time or money, even if you know nothing about this, take advantage of that free resource. I hope we'll see you guys on the other side of that.